Red alert! Are you talking to your child in a way that is discouraging and unhealthy? Do you think that your child is constantly getting hurt by you? She or he is emotionally getting disconnected with you? If yes, there is a chance that you have any of the 4 habits in your communication which I am going to discuss in today's video. Change them right away and see your relationship growing by leaps and bounds. Hey, this is Urvi Dhanesha, a parenting coach at Growth Vidhyapeeth, and today I will share what are the habits you should stop right away if you want a better bond with your child. The number 1 habit to stop as a parent is comparison. I think my tiny finger is not that useful. Should I cut it off? Of course, I think my thumb is better than my index finger. I can easily scroll down my reels. Do you use this kind of language? Have you ever thought you are able to see better from your left eye or right eye? We don't compare our body parts or organs, then why the comparison in our language when we are speaking to our children? Am I not good enough? Will I ever be a topper like Shruti? Or will I be as popular as Raj? A teenager is thinking about these things. The reason behind this is a story which even I was facing during my teenage. I remember when I was 15 years old, my neighboring aunt would love to visit us. And whenever she would visit us, she used to say something good about me and my actions, which really empowered me and motivated me to do much better. One day when she visited our home, she saw I was sad and I was about to cry. Though I was angry, but I was completely quiet because she heard my mother telling me how my cousin Sheena was active, more active, and I was not. Sheena always keeps herself organized, but you are lethargic and you don't even wind up your stuffs after you are done. I have to pick up your mess. Am I meant for all this? I feel you don't support me. And she walked off with a frustrated face and being upset. And I was feeling guilty and worthless. Why does my mother compare me with Sheena? Am I not good enough? Am I not capable enough? And one of the reasons to hate Sheena was this comparison made by my mother. That Sheena was always better than me. I would constantly feel that she is better than me, which would make me feel jealous of her, and I would try to impress other people in a wrong manner. What are we understanding from this comparison? Is this comparison helping me to be more active like Sheena? Is it helping me to be more organized? Do you think I will be motivated to improve myself if this kind of language is there on regular basis? The answer is a big no. In fact, not only I, but many teenagers would be disturbed, will feel jealous and hate themselves because they start believing that they are not good enough. The teenager would feel worthless, would think my parents don't love me and I am not good enough. So parents, it is an alarming sign. When you are comparing your child, you are making them emotionally weak. You are making them feel negative for themselves, and also they start hating the person you are comparing them with. In spite of that person having good qualities which your child can take and improve. But just because we are comparing and making them feel weak, they do not want to improve. So stop comparing and accept your child as he or she is. The second habit, which as a parent you should discontinue, is going into fear, especially seeing others criticizing. Many times, though we are doing things right in a proper way, there are few people whose influence is so much on us that we start going into fear whether I'm doing right or wrong parenting. Just because something bad happens to a child in family or neighbors, we start feeling this too can happen with my child. And from there, we go into fearful thoughts. Here, we invite negative thoughts constantly, or unknowingly, we pressurize our children. Here, parents become alert. Trust yourself and your child. We are aware of what's going on, but let us not allow it to overpower us. The third habit which we as parents should stop is to highlight their weak points in front of others. After I became parent, I realized in our conversations, maximum time we are just talking about our routine, which is related only to our child. When we stay day in, day out with someone, it is obvious we notice each other's behavior and we see the negative part first in any person. So the moment the discussion starts with fellow parents, the first thing we speak is negative about him or her. Here, I don't say that you should not share, but understand whether it is sharing or it is our habit to see only negative in our child. This practice is not at all healthy because children immediately make it a belief that my parents are telling the truth, that I am not good at concentrating, I am slow in studies, I don't wind up my mess, I eat more of junk food, etc. etc. Children start believing because they trust their parents the most. So few things which you can keep in mind is don't highlight only the negative point in front of others. In case if you want to share, make sure your child is not around. Share to those people who will help you to improve on your child-parent relationship. Otherwise, it goes into gossip. Lastly, it's a very beautiful and most effective, highlight their strengths too. A major habit we need to drop in our parenting style is not trusting our kids. As parents, we constantly doubt our children in many things. One day, I told my mom, let me help you in the kitchen. I also wish to learn few things. Immediately, I heard a comment from my father. First, you start waking up early. Then only you will understand how your mother wakes up early and does so many things together. So here, I got confused. How is my not waking up connected with my wish of helping my mother in the kitchen? But many parents have this similar habit of overlapping one weakness of child with another, especially when the child is willing to do something new this time. So it's important for parents to trust the child and help them, support them, encourage them, especially when they are taking initiative. Not trusting your child comes from our past, and that's our doubt whether he will be able to do it or no. Whether he will achieve 90%, last time he just scored 65%. How will my child cope up with this competitive world? All these doubts are in us which come from past experience, and we connect to our child's present action. Until the age of 30, I couldn't learn cooking because whenever I entered the kitchen, I would hear my mother or father saying that you won't be able to do this, you can't do this, it happens in this way only. All these sentences were so frustrating, and I decided I won't enter into the kitchen as a main lead. Yes, anywhere if they need my help, I shall. Also, I became a helping hand in the kitchen. So parents, trust your child. And when we speak such words, you can't do it, it's not your cup of tea, it has to be done in this way only, it shatters your child's confidence, and he also will start doubting his capabilities. Share this video with all the parents who need to know this. Write in the comments what habit would you like to discontinue. Happy parenting.